Hey guys, and welcome to a Jungle Cup PvP video, going up against the one, the only, Bestinwest, and we're going with Venusaur vs Heracross here. This is actually an alright matchup because Heracross uses counter as its quick move, as opposed to a bug quick move which would do a whole lot to Venusaur. And those Frenzy Plants, just because they do so much damage, they can still do a hefty lot to Heracross even though they're resisted. The only thing you do have to shield against their bug quick moves, Megahorn, because obviously that would do a whole lot, and so we're going to have to just let this go through, otherwise we would be burning both shields, and we can bring in our handy dandy Noctowl who can get rid of that Heracross. And we'll just wait and see what he brings in. Vigoroth, this is not a good matchup for us. Vigoroth can actually beat Noctowl, so we'll just Sky Attack away and he's shielded there, and we're going to use this shield here to shield out the Body Slam just to have an alright matchup. Basically, we're just going to be going back and forth, trading Sky Attacks and Body Slams, and he will edge out in the end. He might be able to charge up some extra energy here, so we switch out into the Lantern, hoping to finish him off with Water Guns before he got off the Body Slam, but he was able to get it off, but it doesn't do a whole lot to anything. And he brings in Porygon 2, which is a really interesting pick. He's got the Fire Hidden Power on it, but unfortunately, it just wasn't in the right place, the right time, and it just doesn't charge up quick enough. So its hidden powers are all interesting, and the Porygons are there, and there is the benefit of whenever you're using hidden power, your opponent doesn't know what it is. But anyway, we've got Vigoroth versus Munchlax here. This is a good matchup for us, just because those counters are doing a whole lot to Munchlax, whereas Munchlax is not sending back anything major. Getting off the Body Slam there just as some chip damage. And we're going to shield up here, but it was a Body Slam. I was expecting I feel like he has Bulldoze, but I'm not too sure. Now I've got the Vigoroth Mirror Match, and so we get off a Body Slam and then run away into Lantern. And we're going to let this come through because it's just a Body Slam. And we just keep going away, and he gets it to another Body Slam, but we can tank that still. And now we're going to just keep water gunning, hoping to get to a Thunderbolt, and we are able to before he gets to another Body Slam. So he shields that up, and now he's got energy stored up, but we do still have a shield, so it's alright. We're just going to let the clock go down a bit, bring in our Vigoroth, shield up because we know the Body Slam's coming, and hope to get to a Body Slam before he gets to his, but we actually finish him off with counter before we need to use the Body Slam. So now we're seeing what he brings in Lantern, so we can get off the Bulldoze just before we go down, because he does have no shields. I'm not sure what the best play for Vigoroth up against Lantern is, because I've been seeing some things that are saying that you should just Body Slam, but yeah, I'm not sure what to do there, or I'll have a closer look later. We've got Noctowl versus Munchlax. Munchlax just quickly finishes off just before we're able to get off the Sky Attack. We were hoping to finish off with quick moves and then get the charge move off onto Lantern, but that's alright. Going into the next battle, I think Venusaur, Vigoroth, and Noctowl is going to be a pretty handy core. So we're just going to try out Swallow here. The only one I've got isn't 100%, so not the best for PvP because you do want some lower RVs going on there, but that is alright. We're just testing things out at this point. And starting with Vigoroth, he's got Cacturne. So this, I'm really not sure how this is going. Okay, clearly this is looking like a good matchup for us. Probably didn't even need to use that Body Slam, but not sure what charge moves he has. And he shielded up, so we did have one ready. And we're going to shield it, and it was Grass Knot, alright? So yeah, I've never seen this come up in any sort of conversation, so I think he's just testing out what he's got. Now Breloom's going to be able to make pretty quick work of Vigoroth, just because those counters are doing super effective damage to us. And now I've got Swallow who makes Breloom run away into the Raichu, and now we switch into Venusaur because the Frenzy Plants, man. The Frenzy Plants just do so much against little frail Raichu. And so that's a wild charge, so not the best thing to tank, but we can get off this Frenzy Plant here, and we've charged up a little bit of extra energy, not a whole lot, and he brings in Breloom, and we tried to get off that Sludge Bomb before we went down, but he did finish us off first. And now we have Swallow. We shield up the Grass Knot, just, I don't know, I don't know why, man. But Swallow is not the tankiest guy around, so GG. We did have the Aerial Ace ready, but that is alright. So I think this is very back and forth, and I have sped it up a little bit faster than usual videos because we did go a bit longer than normal. We're going to try out the double grass here, switch out the Swallow for Raichu. So hoping to catch a Noctowl. And we got a Scyther, so that's actually alright too, because Electric hit Scyther has part flying, and Scyther would also be doing a whole lot of damage to our double grass types. Now, I was going to go for the charge move, then I was like, wait, no, I won't go for the charge moves, I'll switch out. But didn't, I tapped the charge move too quick, so we did waste the energy there. That would have been nice to save for the Scyther. But now he brings in the Scyther to the weak Meganium. He's got some energy charged up here, so this is not a great situation. But we do want to shield up because we don't want to bring in Venusaur up against Scyther. Getting off this Thunder Punch, expecting the shield. He actually lets it go through. He's still got both shields and he's got Raichu in the back. And I'm assuming he's got the Legacy Raichu, which is going to be charging up energy faster than mine, which just has Spark. I think he's charging up energy because, yeah, this is just a Thunder Punch. So we've got one shield still, so we're going to be able to... I was actually expecting that to be a Thunder Punch shield bait, but it was a Wild Charge. That's alright because we're still holding out, and we have the one shield to use. He has a shield too though, so I'm not sure how this is going to go. Letting this come through, hoping that it's a Thunder Punch and we can tank it. So the idea, and he gets off another charge move, and we have to shield it this time. Now we're just hoping that we can get to a Frenzy Plant before he gets to another charge move, and we are able to get to that Frenzy Plant. And that is another good game. Raichu is definitely looking like a solid option, as he was in Rainbow. Obviously, Jungle has its similarities to Rainbow. 3 of the same types, just expanded out to the next 2 generations, and then throw in normal types, which Vigoroth is a little overpowered, but, you know, most cups have that absolute necessity. Rainbow had Quagsire, before that was Lucario. Oh no, before that was Nightmare. Anyway, we've got Fortress versus Heracross here. This is not a good matchup for us because we do have that Steel type, subtyping. And we switched into a Vigoroth, which is a terrible matchup. You should not bring in Vigoroth into a Heracross. That was just a poor decision. And he shields that Body Slam up. Heracross doesn't actually need to use shields to beat Vigoroth, but, you know, what can you do? And we're trying out a Vomit here, who... we're just very weak to Heracross this team, and he happened to bring it in, so that was unfortunate. But just Razor Leaf him away, see what he brings in next. And it is the Vigoroth. So the Razor Leafs do a little bit of damage, but he is able to make really quick work with us. And he's getting off these Body Slams onto us. A bit of lag here, but that's alright. Fortress can usually beat... I'm not sure, I think that should have done some more damage than the none that it did, and we stopped attacking there because it was lagging, and so we got off that Earthquake, he shielded up and left, and we're not going to be able to get to another Earthquake before he can get to a Thunderbolt, so this is GG, and down goes Fortress. Yeah, I still don't have double charge moves on my Fortress, even though he was in Rainbow. I never liked him that much in Rainbow, and I don't know, it's a steep investment. I don't actually have the candy, so he's my walking buddy at the moment, and I'm putting him in gyms to grind up the candy to that 75 to eventually get the double charge move, but I'm not sure that I'm going to end up using him. We'll see how the meta develops. By the way, if you haven't seen my Jungle Cup meta analysis, my little infograph, click that card up there, and you can go watch that video right after this one if you want. I'll put it in the video at the end. So if you watch this battle, you'll see it at the end anyway, and you can click from there. So we've got Vigoroth versus Beedrill. This is a bad matchup for us. Beedrill can beat up our Vigoroth, so we're just going to Body Slam away, try and get as much damage down as we can. Switching out just as he gets off the charge move into Lantern, X-Scissor. X-Scissor is not going to be doing much to us at all. Switching into Scyther, which is actually a pretty decent matchup for us as well. We were going for that Thunderbolt because obviously that does some good damage because Scyther has part flying, but he did get his charge move off first, which was shield. Now we get the Thunderbolt, get rid of the Scyther, and we'll see what he brings in next. It is his Lantern. So we're pretty much on equal footing here, but we are a little bit ahead. I think this is Thunderbolt because I don't think there's any way he could have got to Hydro Pump. And so now we've charged up some extra energy because we know that he can't get to the other charge move before we could run out of there. Getting off this Frenzy Plant, he does have the energy ready now though, and he switches out into Beedrill. So this is also not a good matchup for us. Beedrill obviously doing some heavy bug damage to our Venusaur. Getting off this Frenzy Plant just as any damage that we can. And it does an okay amount for something that is supposed to die to it. And I think we're going to bring in Vigoroth here as sort of a sacrificial, eat up his energy, X-Scissor, and we were able, well, we were almost able to get to that body slam to get rid of the B-Drill, but he had charge move priority, so the X-Scissor got rid of us. And we were trying to finish off with Water Gun so that we would have the energy ready to go onto his Lantern in the back, which also had energy, but we weren't able to beat him up. Even if we used the Thunderbolt, I don't think that would have done it. But anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, especially that subscribe one, and I'll see you in the next one. And thanks Bestinwest for the battles. Yeah.